Hello everybody, welcome back to Financial Trading Basics Part 33, Tax and Accounting. Again, I still have not filed my personal taxes, again doing lots of write-offs for show, but I'll talk a little bit about, again, my current business hunt, but again, I've been looking at probably 4 or 5 businesses I'm interested in buying. This is all under confidentiality, so nothing specific, but I just want to go over literally. Keep talking about having different accounting standards and accounting things, and I just want to show you, again, as an active business buyer, serious buyer, why some of the terminology throws me. I'll comment on the Russian and Ukraine situation more in my language series. Humanity is fucking broken. But stick with financials today because this is just what I was going to do today anyway. But I just want to start with a simple statement. Revenue less all expense is profit. Somebody gives me $10, whether I have to pay my employees, pay myself, buy insurance, buy a new TV, buy more inventory, those are all expenses. So this is really the fundamental theorem of accounting. Remember, we've talked about EBITDA, which doesn't make much sense to me, but I'm just looking at an actual financial prospectus tax return overview right now. The first thing we have is total revenue. Agree with that. Then we have gross profit, right? You'll have gross profit versus net profit. No. Less all expense is profit. False differentiation. But not confusing either. Net income is revenue. And so I don't know why income is revenue. Normalized net income is basically net income less any one-off charges. You get an insurance claim, a fire happened, you have to buy a new freezer, you have to buy this, you have to buy that. So net income to me is a redundancy or non-needed intermediate step for an accounting taxable sheet. Normalized net income is just net income less one-off expenses. And then you have EBITDA. This is in order on their thing. And again, interest, earning before interest, taxes, debt, and amortization. And so the normalized net income is more than the net income, which makes sense. The gross profit is less than the revenue, that makes sense. But the EBITDA is more than the normalized net income. So, but it's still not even and then it just says seller's discretionary earnings as a percentage of total sales. And so reading what they have for EBITDA, it says earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization is a popular measure of profitability, which starts with normalized net income and adjusts for non-cash and debt-related expense items. Seller's discretionary earnings is another measure of profitability often used when analyzing small businesses. Seller SDE is a measure of profitability which adjusts for all owner items and discretionary spending. What number is the amount of dollars that I put into my fucking pocket after everything's done? Taxes is an expense. Paying my employees is an expense. Again, as a business owner and trying to buy something, I just want to know what type of money do they put into their fucking pocket. And looking at this thing, it's just not clear. I'm assuming the seller's discretionary earnings, but again, what discretionary? What discretion? What's my profit? What the fuck is my cash flow? What the fuck do I put into my fucking pocket? And then I email this broker, and I literally email him this. We'll call him Steve. Steve, what happened in blank blank year? Where are the numbers for 2020 and 2021? The add backs throw me off. What's the total they put in their pockets after all said and done? How absentee can the business be run? I'm in blank blank state and would take me X amount of days to fully relocate. To which he just responds, kind of frustrating. He doesn't have 2020 or 2021 numbers available. His accountant knows working on them. How about the other questions? I think they would stick around for a transition to allow you to move. So how much money do you put in your fucking pocket? How much revenue do you do? What is your overall margin? Because again, for my specific scenario, again, I don't have constitutional rights, so I have to fucking make a play because I will never exist in a fucking decent world. And I get all of these fucking numbers, and I just want to know how much money they make. Like, for fuck's sake, right? If $10 is what my revenue is, and all expenses is $9, I profit $1. But it goes back about, again, they talk about add backs. What the fuck is an add back to tax? If I have $10 come in, how much expenses do I have? I'm not adding anything back, right? If I have a write-off, something that is not liable to taxation, it makes sense. But to add back something to an accounting sheet, you're not adding anything back. If I paid my employee $10, the $10, and he wouldn't go spend it on a burger, or am I getting the dollar back and putting it back somewhere physically? Am I transferring money somewhere? No, it's a write-off. It's something you don't have to pay expenses on. And so all of these financial sheets, they always talk about add backs. And like here, again, this one, going to keep it generic because it's under confidentiality. Rent was added back because the real estate is owned. So again, just as that example, the current owners of a business own the real estate as well, so they don't have to pay rent, so rent was added back. What the fuck was added to what? It doesn't make any sense. The green-blue trampoline through the window up. I got some words out of that, but add back. You're not adding anything back to your fucking. It's this. It just drives me fucking insane. And for me, the only thing I want, I don't care a fuck about even the purchase price. I give a fuck about the cash flow. How much money can I make a month so I can fucking leave this fucking hell? And again, I've been looking around Columbus. I do not want to be in Columbus. If businesses aren't in Columbus, I can't really go readily visit them easily. And then I have to worry about moving. And again, 3 to 6 months because, again, I have lawyers harassing me at my home. I can't just pay the money to go give a lecture and make my own money that I've rightfully earned, collect the property that I'm owed today, right now. And I just have to sit here and sift through shit where people can, again, a business broker, I'm looking to spend substantial money, I just get like 1-sentence responses about, again, how much money do they fucking make? And then one of the other brokers I talked to is, again, he's like, again, talking about add backs. You're not adding anything to anything. You're writing off your tax liability on a given amount of revenue. And it's like the rent was added back, and then the next one, fair market rent was deducted. What does that fucking mean? How much money came into the business? How much do I owe in taxes? How much do I have to pay my employees? What is my net profit? What money do I put in my pocket? And then talk about cutting some payroll, and again, adding back X amount of dollars. What? How are you adding that back? You're not adding that back, it's a projection or something. Then one-time insurance claim proceeds were removed, one-time spike in legal and professional fees was removed, the wages for one manager were removed to show what an owner-operator could make in the business. Okay, so again, how much money can I expect to fucking make? If a husband and wife runs the crew, and I'm one person, and then they're showing what an owner-operator can make, is that one person? Is it the two owners that are already there? Like, what the fuck? How much money do I make? And then it just goes on and on. Let me make sure I'm still rolling. And then I'm just looking at the detailed financials. Again, that's just the financials overview. And then we have the detailed financials. We go revenue, gross profit, operating income, net income, normalized net income, EBITDA, seller discretionary earnings, net revenue, gross profit, operating income, net income. And then again, I get writing off your businesses so you don't have to pay any taxes. I get that, but it still does not tell me how much does the owners of this business put into their pockets on average every single year, and how much can I expect to retain upon buying this business. Truly not clear. And I've received 10 of these things, and none of them are fucking clear because they're always like. And again, if I was a business broker, I would not do this. This is so fucking off-putting. If I'm going to make $100,000 a year, tell me I'm going to make $100,000 a year. I'm going to make 150, say 150. Say 200. Don't say, maybe 250 if you cut this, and this. Like, I just want to buy something that fucking functions and fucking collect a fucking paycheck so I can get out of this third world fucking country. I hate being an American. I hate being a human being. This is an absolute motherfucking disgrace. Again, business brokers can't even type accounting statements. World leaders can't even fucking stop invading other fucking countries. Citizens can't change the sentiment and educate themselves. It is completely stagnated. It is incompetence. But even getting back to this, I had again another conversation with one of the brokers, and he's trying to teach me what an add back is. And I can't hear it because it makes no sense. Right? If you type computer code and it does not compile, you did something wrong. Language is logical. And if you use logic wrong, I can't follow you. You won't publish my paper, you'll kill my fucking family members, you'll destroy my entire life, but it doesn't change the fact I can't stop viscerally responding to illogical statements. I fucking can't! And I'm on my last fucking leg because, again, I don't know how to pay my fucking bills. Families of Central Ohio have absolutely destroyed this motherfucking country. I will never do business with any of you. I will go out of my way to fuck your businesses. You owe me fucking money. You've destroyed my life. You've destroyed my fucking family. And you've destroyed my ability to be a grown-ass fucking man. How much money do I give you? How much more cash flow does that generate me? If it is a meaningful over $100,000, I write a check today. Who the fuck do I call? No idea, absolutely no idea. And again, this brochure is like 13, 14 pages with a bunch of extra verbiage and shit. It's just like, can anyone do their job? And the answer is absolutely fucking no. Again, if Bitcoin would have just, again, hit 100,000, it would have been a little over $1.3 million, would have just budget my money. That trade didn't happen, of course. Whatever Brad Boas does, the world is going to fuck literally in 5 seconds, literally fucking tomorrow. I'm so exhausted of living, man. I don't want to live anymore. This isn't living. This is absolutely not living. I could pay $400,000 of cash today, $500,000 of cash today to give a lecture, and then maybe I'd be able to start a family. Maybe I'd be able to hang out with some fucking friends if I had any. Maybe I'd stop getting harassed. Maybe I'd be treated like with fucking respect. Maybe I'd be treated with decency. Every facet of the human species is a motherfucking disease. Again, obviously not a good day for anybody in the world, but again, I don't care about bodies, I don't give a fuck about death, man. Everyone's at fault. Obviously Putin's at fault for invading, but the sentiment, again, if the sentiment of the species changed 20 motherfucking years ago, I want to be getting on the internet and seeing people half-assed like, oh, I'm so worried about Ukraine. You people are so fucking selfish. You couldn't even fucking care about your fucking selves. But again, this is not me trying to get mad. This is me actually trying to buy a business because I have to, because I do not have human rights. I do not want to buy another fucking business. I want to buy a house. I don't have exactly enough cash to have another 200, 300, 400,000 left over. And I can't even get straight answers out of anybody because, again, an add back. What the fuck are you adding back? You're just changing what your tax liability is based off write-offs and expenses. So say that. But again, it's just another example of people conventionalizing the wrong logic, but then everyone having to learn the lingo to be in the club, right? We use gunshot wound for police officers. Any acronym that is shortened that you don't readily know is conventionalized, pretty much guaranteed to be wrong. In this case, add back. It throws me logically to the point where, again, it's like, what are we adding back? How many manager salaries? What are we going on? Just please tell me how much money I can expect to make off of this amount of money, please. And it is not something you can find in this world. And it's just such, fucking humanity is such a goddamn disease. It just really fucking is. So, again, that's what I really wanted to cover. Again, obviously, this is pretty livid for a finance lecture. But stop saying add back. Small business accounting, any accounting, add back is bona fide wrong. It logically throws me to the point where I don't understand what they're saying. Revenue, less profit, or less expense, all expenses, whatever those expenses are, taxes, payroll, fire, insurance, new TVs, utilities, those are fucking expenses. The net result is your profit. Don't even need net or gross. So again, I'm not a tax expert. I don't know all the taxable events. That's not what my point here was. It's just, again, as a genuine, competent business owner trying to expand, trying to have reasonable conversations with people, and I just don't even know what the fuck they're sending me because it doesn't make any sense. So again, I continue to try to navigate this world that legitimately does not know how to behave. And I'm sure I'll be back either later today or tomorrow with to see how this fucking bullshit war progresses. Absolute total fucking, humanity's failed. It just completely failed. Everybody's failed. It's disgusting. Humanity's failed. Thank you for watching. Financial Trading Basics, Part 33, Tax and Accounting. Don't say add back.